Alright guys, we're back. We got the king of the coins, Bitcoin here. You know, we were focusing, I would say in the last couple of months probably, we were focusing on the very short-term perspective on the Bitcoin because we were able to identify this type of sideways movement, right? Pretty much ever since the mid-November, price had started to trade sideways. Now, it did break the bottom key level of 34.62, and this is questionably could be an excess noise. I mean, from the daily chart, there's no doubt it could be noise, but in fact, we had a weekly close also on top of this one, right? We had a weekly close. The weekly bar was also closing below 34.62. What did not close below that key level was the monthly bar. It actually left a huge spike here and ended up above that key level. So it's hard to say whether this one was a genuine breakdown, but it could have been, right? Because we did have a weekly confirmation. In any case, price came back all the way through and went straight to the mid-high key level and touched base on that 42.90 level. So at that point, I figured out that we're probably still in that trading range, and that breakdown here was actually a false breakdown. Let me show you how it looks like from the weekly perspective. Right, that same move, that same setup. You can see the close we had here, pretty decisive, right? No questions asked. I mean, this is pretty decisive breakdown. However, if you check out the monthly, so you can see that the monthly actually paid huge respect to that, to that bottom key level. But here's what I find to be troubling, right? Pretty troubling right now. So we're looking at, yet again, let me show you again that same setup, right? Take a look at this particular key level. I think this should be our main point of reference for this analytics right now. Take a look, 38.53, right? This one, which is the mid-low key level of this symmetric system here. Now I want to show you the reaction we had on that particular key level on the monthly bar, on the monthly chart, of course. Take a look, and this is pretty serious stuff, right? I think this is pretty this is a strong indication for what's to come. So price was so strong on the upside, right, at the beginning of the month. It made it all the way. Take a look at the high here. It made it all the way to 35.47. 42.18, of course. It made it all the way to 42.18, right? Well above that 38.53, but it came all the way back, and it did that very quickly. Now, what you can see is just this huge tail, right? Picking up right above that 38.53, and price is very strongly on the downside. So this is usually not a good sign. It means that we're gonna be breaking that system, which means we're gonna be breaking that bottom key level here, that bottom last line of resort, 34.62, and beyond that point, it's hard to say how far and how deep price can go, right? We can only assess the situation when we're going to have another consolidation, another trading range that would begin to form. Only then we would be able to assess whether this is going to be, the last drop, the bottom out of the market. But right now, it doesn't look too promising, I have to say. So obviously, I do not hold any position at this point on the Bitcoin. I prefer to stay on the sideline, unless, of course, price would make it begin to move upwards and break above 38.53. As you can see here, this failure breaking through that 38.53, and also, of course, we saw the monthly reaction. That should be a warning sign for all of us. So we basically remain pretty bearish right now on the Bitcoin as well. Until next time, be well.